Alright, we are live. Okay, we're live streaming. Fuck. I forgot to put a paper that will have my name on it so you guys can call in. Shit. Anyways, yeah, I know I'm live streaming. Damn it, I forgot to put the paper to call in. Because guys, if you guys, like I said earlier, if you guys want to make my streams interesting, then call into the stream and have some shit break out so we can have real badass fun on here. Okay, those that are watching later on, because I know I have no views right now. But yeah, anyways, and also a thing to point out before we get started, if you guys are looking for one of my live streams, like the Rasputin one and the Emerald Tablets of Thought ones, no, I did not delete them. Fucking YouTube copyrighted me for no reason. I was not trying to steal them. I legitimately said to YouTube to do not copyright me, and they did it anyways. So just so you know, I'm not deleting my streams. YouTube has been copyrighting me for no reason. So as in when I mean I get copyright, anyone cannot see the live stream except me for no reason. I can't anyone cannot see the live streams, like the Emerald Tablets of Thought or the Rasputin one. Man, it's just bullshit. I don't know why YouTube does that. Anyways, so by the time of this live stream, how the Egyptian gods are connected to Abrahamicism. For starters, if you guys did watch the Emerald Tablets of Thought one and watch the whole thing, you guys might understand where I'm getting it from, because the Egyptian gods, the Bible proves that the Egyptian gods are real in real life, because in the Moses story, I even said this in the one how when they talk about how there's more gods in the Bible. This is one of the gods I'm talking about. Damn it, what the fuck? Like I was just trying to say, if you guys watch my one live stream about how there's more gods in the Bible, in the Moses story, when God granted Moses to turn his staff into a snake, then the Egyptian magicians, they turn their staffs into snakes. Think about it. Think about how it wasn't God or Satan that gave the Egyptians that power to turn their powers. It had to be someone else. Therefore, it would have been Ra and the other Egyptian deities. So today we're gonna recover how are you wearing pants? The fuck are you saying, dude? I always wear shorts. What do you mean? What kind of a fucked up question is that? What the hell? See, I'm wearing shorts. Look, can I see? I just showed you. Look, if you're just gonna say something else that's gonna get me pissed off, that sounds weird. If you guys look, didn't visit. If you're gonna say something else that sounds weird, that's gonna piss me off, you're gonna get fucking kicked out of here. All right, I'm not in the fucking mood. I'm trying to be in a good mood, so stop. Okay, like I was just trying to say earlier before that dumbass did. Okay, so we're gonna recover how the Egyptian gods, since they exist in the Bible, we're gonna see how it happened in the world since they existed, because the Bible even proves it. Because think about it, since the Egyptians, they had the power to turn their powers into snakes, it wasn't God or Satan that granted them power. So who had it been? Think about it. They worship their own deities, so that would mean it had been Ra and the others. And that also explains hang on. Also God damn it, what the fuck? Okay. What's up, chat? Yo, what's here, Rinaldo Castaneda? Like I was just trying to say, if you all remember my Emerald Tablets of Thought live stream when I was recovering about that, dude, whoever that was, Dog Eat Dog, dude, that could have been an alien from the Egyptian gods, the Egyptian god Thought, dude. That could have been his minions. That got me copyright, so that proves that the Egyptian gods could be real, because they said that Thought was listening to me. So who knows? Some trippy stuff, guys. It also proves that why. Hang on, I also got a question. He also says that he was the eye. That made no sense. So who knows? Maybe they were telling the truth. Damn it. Fuck off, fight. Okay. Shall we get started, my chat? Now we're going to recover how, since the Egyptians gods existed in the Bible, we're going to see how they pre-recorded in the world that we live in today.
The ancient Egyptians established one of the most amazing civilizations in history.
Indeed.
Rich culture and remarkable works that have stood the test of time were only possible thanks to the blessings of one of the gods that shaped the world.
Let me make sure, like...
Today's video is sponsored by Endo.
Endo?
These days, it's getting increasingly hard to focus on our daily tasks. Anxiety and stress make our days less and less productive. That's the reason why today I would like to present the Endo.
Endo?
Combining the latest knowledge of sound and state-of-the-art technology to help you be more productive, more relaxed, and sleep better. With new patented technology, Endo adjusts itself to the user in real time, considering factors such as location, weather, heart rate, among other information to provide a customized result for your needs. One of my favorite features is the sleeping mode, which
Really?
helps the mind to calm
Okay, can we get to the part now?
for sleep at night. If your priority is to improve your concentration,
What's good, John Kickerbrew?
try focusing
Thanks for the
on one
emojis.
task for longer.
Hang on, we gotta wait for this part.
Below, the first 100 people to download Endo will get a free week of audio experience.
Okay.
Feel more relaxed and focused with Endo.
Endo. Okay, here we go.
In the beginning of everything, there was only a giant chaotic ocean called Noon, and nothing else. But in these waters,
Y'all, the Bay of
a
Korea,
great
that.
pyramidal mound emerged. At the top of this mound was a lotus flower, which, when it blossomed, unfurled a strong light that spread out and scared away the darkness.
That could have been
The source
Ra.
of all this light was Ra. the
Yep, I
sun.
was right.
Ra was alone. And
So,
got the first generation of
since they
gods.
both exist, that would mean that Yalda Bay have created that like ocean of chaos, because it explains like how Ra was born. Because think about it, the pyramids, they're like we're still figuring out like secrets about the pyramids. So who knows? The Egyptians could be right, because like Yalda Bay, if like he's one of like the embodiments of chaos, so like he could have like created that. So yeah.
Shu, the god of air, and Tefnut, the goddess of rain, were born. The universe was still dominated by the immense mass of primordial waters. Shu and Tefnut plunged into the waters to
Yeah, it
explore
kinda
its
like-
immensity.
Like what they just said about like primordial water, because Yalda Bayef, like if you know about Yalda Bayef, the demiurge, the real god of the Bible, he's a fucking serpent. So like it explains, like who knows, like Yalda Bayef, like he could be like a sea serpent as well, similar to like the Leviathan and Jörmungandr, like a Leviathan from the Bible and Jörmungandr from Norse mythology, because he's supposed to be a chaotic serpent. So that explains like how like the Egyptian gods, like who knows. Maybe the Egyptian gods are trying to help us wake us up from this. So therefore, it explains in the Moses story like how they were against each other, Ra and Yalda Bayef, because that would mean that the Ra was actually the good guy in the story, and Yalda Bayef was the villain all along.
Stressed to find that his children were not returning, fearing he would never see them again, he sent Hathor to find them. Shu and Tefnut returned safe. Ra's joy was such that the tears from his eyes gave birth to human beings. After returning, the descendants
And I guess some of that tear, like after that, like Yalda Bayef probably used Ra's tears to like make like Adam and Eve when like Yalda Bayef killed those gods that made Adam and Eve. So yeah.
the earth, and Nut, goddess of the sky. This
Wait, what?
earth were created.
Wait, what?
It was such that the tears from his eyes gave birth to human beings. After returning, the descendants of Ra begot Geb, god of the earth, and Nut, goddess of the sky. This is how heaven and earth.
Whoa. Hey, hang on now. That's similar to like Greek mythology, because like, except the god of the earth was mostly like a female, Gaia from Greek mythology, and the goddess of the sky, the father of the Titans of Greek mythology. The goddess is supposed to be a god, like in Greek mythology, Uranus or Uranus. I forgot. I don't know his name. Hey, booms away. I know. Yeah, I'm just surprised about that because like when they just said about like how the god of the earth and the goddess of the sky were like mating each other. That's similar to Greek mythology, like how Gaia was like the lover of Uranus, the primordial titan of the sky. So like that's what I meant by that. Like because I was just surprised about that part.
The great god Ra ruled the universe sovereignly, with the title of the first pharaoh. The god offered Egypt several sacred.
It would make sense because Ra is basically the supreme god of Egypt.
But his greatest gift was the creation of the river Nile. Around its banks, man would build a civilization to please the gods.
Sub chat, who else is watching?
Form,
I don't know.
Ra was worshipped by the Egyptians as god and pharaoh. But as he grew older and his glory faded, men began to worship the serpent Apophis, which angered Ra.
No!
Ra ordered the lioness god Sekhmet to organize a great slaughter to punish the men.
You know, I'm just gonna point this out. I know this is not part of mythology, but like 9 others. Sekhmet, the goddess of like, she's the goddess of war, but I'm just saying like, if you there's another manga of Record of Ragnarok called The Apocalypse of the God, and now we have more Egyptian gods, but like Sekhmet. I'm doing a live stream. The fuck? Like I was just trying to say, Sekhmet and Record of Ragnarok. Y'all get where I'm getting from? No feet.
Those who survived Sekhmet's attack drowned in the flood of blood that followed.
And also, like what they just said about that, like when Sekhmet like slaughtered humans, there's also fears that Sekhmet was actually the original vampire, actually, because like after like she almost killed like everybody in Egypt because of the taste of blood. I think it's interesting. You got 90 people and you can't get a like from it. Look, I don't know, John. I don't care about the likes. I'm just trying to like teach him to wake up. Besides, as the years go by, I might get more likes, he says, from the same video or the upcoming video. So it's all right, buddy. It's just, it takes time, okay? Okay? Google, chill. I don't know what the fuck was that about. But yeah, that's what I was just showing you. So basically, Sekhmet she's actually like a vampire goddess. Damn. I don't know. I heard it from a video about Sekhmet. I didn't really know what Egyptian mythology was back then, but now I'm starting to like get what they're saying now.
And he retired to his solar boat. In it,
motherfuckers.
the god traversed the skies during the day. But during the night, he would enter the underworld, the realm of the dead. In the underworld,
underworld, like just so underworld, yeah, it's the same as like hell itself. I mean, if you think about it, we're basically living inside the underworld because think about the planets, they are basically underworlds because like we're under the universe, so like nothing else. And Apophis, that's one of the deities, that's one of the primordial beast gods I'm gonna go after. Yeah. I'm gonna help you, Ra. I'm gonna defeat that motherfucker. Damn it! Where the fuck am I? Hang on, guys. I just lost a Bowery. Hang on. Let me look for a Bowery, chat. Hang on. Fuck, where'd my Bowery go? I didn't broke my remote, just so you know. Just accidentally dropped it. Flashlight. There you are. Come on. Oh, shit. That was a close one.
The serpent Apophis. Each sunrise meant a new victory for the god over darkness.
Yeah, like what they said about that. Yeah, like I like sunrises. Like sunrises are good. So like what they just said, if you didn't heard, basically like each sunrise mean like it was a victory of Ra against like Apophis. There, now I got it fixed. Okay. Yeah, I like sunrises.
The gods Nut and Geb gave birth to a powerful offspring: Isis, Nephthys, Seth, and Osiris.
Oh, Seth.
They would take over the government of the world, while Ra reigned in the heavens. Osiris went on to reign over the world, occupying the throne that was formerly Ra's, leading humanity to civilization. But the throne of the new god was not secure, for his brother Seth wanted to take all the power for himself. This was the beginning of the saga of the gods of Egypt.
Yeah. That's crazy because, dude, like, Set. Because Set was like, he was like one of the villains of Egypt gods, like one of the Egyptian gods. So who knows? Like maybe Set might be a servant to Yaldabaoth. Shut the fuck. No. Okay, let's get to the new video.
I remember a giant tennis ball.
Don't give a shit.
After replacing Ra, the deity who gave birth to the Egyptian world, Osiris became the new supreme god. He chose Isis as his wife and began a new and prosperous reign. Osiris showed civilization to men, who until that moment lived in a primitive way.
Yeah, Egypt, like the Egyptian city, like the kingdom of Egypt, kind of looks beautiful though.
And also
kind of satisfying looking.
That would give order where before there was only chaos.
And the Egyptians, they know how to do it with the ladies.
Under the reign of the kindly god Osiris. But Osiris had a powerful and ambitious brother, Set.
Yeah, Set, the god of storms and chaos.
Desert surrounding Egypt. For this reason, Set envied his brother, who had a fertile and prosperous kingdom. Osiris had an affair with Nephthys, Set's wife.
That's
From
fucked
this
up.
union, Anubis, the god of the dead, was born. Enraged by his own brother's betrayal, Set set his revenge. The god of dry lands and the personification of evil invited Osiris to a great feast in his honor. During the feast, Set presented the guests with a beautiful coffin, showing himself available to gift it to whoever would fit into it perfectly. Osiris was invited to test it. Soon after settling in, Set closed the coffin and locked the god inside. The evil god ordered the coffin to be thrown into the river Nile, putting an end to the life of the Lord of Egypt. Isis mourned the loss of her beloved husband. The tears flowed into the Nile River, giving rise to the traditional floods.
My God.
And her sister Nephthys
So
searched for the body of Osiris.
now that leads me to wonder, since that brought floods, could that also be the rise of the flood of Noah's Ark as well? Maybe Yaldabaoth, like, man, deal like Set and like that what's happened.
It, Isis tried to hide it, but Set found the body and quartered it into 14 pieces. The cruel god scattered Osiris all over Egypt. Isis.
Yo, what the fuck just happened?
Osiris had a son with Isis.
Hang on.
His name was Horus, who vowed to overthrow Set, the usurper of the throne that was rightfully his.
God damn it. Fuck. What just happened? Hey, hang on. I need to figure out something. Hang on, I gotta do something. Fuck.
Petco's always been where the pets go.
And the damn.
If they can't get enough of expert hands-on care, and
Damn it. Dude, what just happened? For starters, My live stream just froze and caused me to restart my stream again. What the hell? Dude. YouTube, quit doing that! Dude, probably it's the fucking Egyptian gods. Like, dude, like, I'm trying to be on their side because I'm trying to stand against Yaldabaoth and they're fucking doing this. Maybe it's the minions of thought. I got my battery, like, there. Hang on. Sorry, guys. Hang on. Somebody just messed up on me. Dude, I don't know what keeps happening, chat. YouTube being a bitch for no reason, probably, or fuck. My live stream restarted on me? What the hell? Okay, though I got 2 viewers, still got the same like comments on here as just now. Fuck. And my fucking TV ain't working on me. What the hell? Hang on. Dude, they're trying to hide what I'm trying to show you guys. Fuck. Dude, maybe I gotta do this on my phone instead. Hang on, I gotta check on my TV later on. Dude, fucking... What? You've been bitched on the whole time. Yes, I know I've been bitched on the whole time. Fucking fucking Yaldabaoth, FBI, ICE, minions of thought are trying to hide what I've been trying to do. Yeah, they've been bitching me the whole time, I know. I'm trying to...
And if only there was...
Shut up. No, hang on. I'm fucking playing around, motherfucker. Okay, Battles of the Gods.
It's time for HD Media on.
Dude, YouTube, stop with the fucking ads.
Get a real-world experience with the world of music and audio at Full Sail University. Reporting for...
Set, the god of destruction, had murdered Osiris, the reigning god of Egyptian mythology. He took his brother's throne for himself and initiated his reign of terror. Osiris, however, had begotten an heir together with the goddess Isis. His name was Horus. He was a falcon god, and it had been prophesied that he would reign over the heavens and bring back the light over Egypt, thereby ending the darkness brought by Set. As an adult, Horus decided to reclaim his throne, usurped by his uncle. This
Bro, how come Set looks like Beerus from Dragon Ball, kind of?
and so it would be tried by the gods. It was decided in the divine court, presided over by the solar god, that the one who was worthy to sit on the throne would have to conquer several disputes, and so the duels between Set and Horus began. Set had the affection of Ra, since the usurper was protecting the solar god from the serpent Apophis, while he was traipsing through the sky. The desert god proposed a challenge to Horus. Both of them were to become hippopotamuses and remain submerged for 3 months. Horus expected that his mother, the goddess Isis, would take advantage of Set's vulnerability to kill him. But the goddess did not have the nerve, therefore she was powerless to attack her brother. This treacherousness angered Horus, who attacked his mother, chopping off her head. The god Tot, a deity of knowledge, saved the goddess by putting a cow's head instead of the old one.
Oh yeah,
The
fought.
quarrel between Set and Horus lasted for many years. As they fought in the desert,
Set managed to pluck out Horus's eyes. With the aid of Hathor, the goddess of love, Horus got his eyes back. The heavenly court of the gods required Set and Horus to reconcile. The malignant god, while feigning goodwill, invited Horus to a feast in his palace. But overnight, Set tried to abuse his nephew, rendering him undignified for the throne. Yet Horus managed to fight back and prevented the god from spreading his poisonous seed. Horus then decided to take vengeance. With the assistance of the goddess Isis, the god placed his holy seed in lettuce leaves, offered to Set by the goddess Isis. The god of the barren deserts devoured the tainted lettuce unsuspectingly. Envenomed, Set started to wilt in plain sight, and from his forehead, a glowing disc burst out. Tot grabbed and fixed it on her own head. Set was embarrassed, and finally, after 80 years, the court granted Horus his birthright throne. Isis could not have been any prouder to see her son with Osiris assuming his father's throne. Set was bound to travel with Ra in his solar barge, and his raucous cries were audible through the noise of the thunder coming from the sky. This is how Horus's reign over Egypt started, and among his descendants were all of the pharaohs who once reigned over Egypt.
Alright, now I got my TV working now. Yeah. So, like I was just trying to say, so now I got to work. So yeah, basically, like, it's not just Ra, it's also Osiris and Horus's. They're also like one of like the supreme deities of Egypt. It's kind of similar to like other like mythology, like Greek and Hinduism, like how Greek has like 3 like powerful gods, like similar to like fucking Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades. Even in Hinduism, there's like 3 supreme gods: Shiva, Vishnu, Bahram. Yeah. Yeah, I know I've been bitching on the whole time. Okay, let's get back to this. I'm sorry, everybody. Oh god, yeah, of course it has to be ad. Dude, every like on YouTube, guys, like if you watch YouTube on TV, the ads had to be like more longer than the fucking you use on a phone or a tablet. It's fucking bullshit.
Bastet is the cat goddess of Egyptian mythology. She is
Ooh,
represented
kitty
as a
goddess?
being with a woman's body and a cat's head. Cats
Cat
were
girl,
honored
meow.
and considered sacred by the Egyptians. Cats played an important role in the Egyptian world, as the animals protected people's food from rodent infestations.
Get money,
And cats also
A-N-D.
scared off dangerous poisons.
Bro, how? I'm
Bastet
trying to
is
earn
the
money so I
goddess
can get a place for
connected with the sun.
myself.
Therefore, during the day, the goddess followed Ra on his journeys across the sky in his solar boat.
Damn, lucky motherfucker.
During the night, the goddess took the form of a full cat, and she protected the world against the terrible serpent Apophis. The goddess was worshipped throughout Egypt. To harm any cat was a terrible sacrilege. The perpetrator of such violence could be sentenced to death. Cats were considered family members.
Yeah.
According to some accounts,
Dude,
was burned
like how
down.
I have a cat. Yeah. Dude, like how I have a cat. Hang on. Speaking, yeah, there's Piss in Boots. Pissy, how you doing, buddy? How's my Pissy? Good cat. You good, Lucky. Let me help you with that. You're a good kitty. You're a good kitty. All right, see you later, bud. Yeah, like how I have a cat. Just like that, I have a cat. Yeah, a cat is my family, indeed. What they just said. Why would they hurt a cat?
Would enter the blazing dwelling to help the residents escape. Sometimes these cats seem to die.
And
in
it's
the
no joke. Like
flames.
there's actually
But
some cats that
thanks to the
actually do
goddess
that.
Bastet, they would come back to life, reinforcing the popular saying of the cat's 9 lives. Being sacred animals, cats were mummified. In Egypt, there are cemeteries dedicated to these mummies. According to some versions, the goddess Bastet is linked to Sekhmet, the lioness goddess. The latter was violent and bloodthirsty, but was pacified, becoming a meek, milk-drinking cat goddess. In other versions, Bastet and Sekhmet are sisters.
Wait, what the hell?
and daughters
Why's
of
my
Ra.
door opening?
Even with the end of the Egyptian god cult,
Yo, I see Lucky.
hoping to have their divinity recognized.
Yeah,
once
bud.
again.
You want in, bud? Oh, I see you. It's fun. Bro, I swear to God, I saw his like little paws. He was trying to get in. I saw it was his little paw. Was like, it's fucking cute. Anyways,
Reese's and Oreo.
ugh, damn it, so loud. Get money, A-N-D. How? How do I do it? Yo, actually reply to me, John. No, Ronaldo Castaneda. Reply. How do I do that? Because I'm trying to get rich.
Anubis is the famous jackal-headed Egyptian god.
Oh yeah,
He is
Anubis.
connected with afterlife and funeral rites. The god is one of the oldest Egyptian deities. His role has changed over the centuries. Anubis was considered the main deity connected with death and god of the underworld. But this role was later taken over.
Bro, he
by the
could
god
fight in round
Osiris.
13 of
The
Ragnarok.
jackal god was also considered the deity of embalming and mummifications. In funeral rituals, it was common for a priest to wear a jackal mask during the mummification process. The god was also considered the protector of tombs and cemeteries, protecting the bodies of those who had departed to the underworld. Anubis is the son of the goddess Nephthys, wife of Set. But her son was not born from the union with her husband, for Nephthys disguised herself as the goddess Isis to unite with Osiris. In the face of such infidelity, Set plotted against Osiris, killing him and scattering the pieces of his body throughout Egypt. When Isis collected all the fragments, Anubis helped the goddess during the god's funeral ritual, and Anubis transformed Osiris's body into the first mummy.
Oh yeah,
Anubis
the
became
Halloween
deity
mummy
who
kind
guided
of.
the spirit of the dead to the underworld, where the deceased would be judged by a court presided over by Anubis. The god would place the heart of the deceased on the scales of Osiris, and a feather of truth would be put on the other side.
Oh yeah, I know about
If the
that.
heart was heavier than the feather, this indicated that the organ was full of evil. It was given to Amet, a demonic creature known as a heart-eater. If the feather was heavier than the light heart of the soul of the just and good, Anubis would lead the deceased to Osiris to enter the afterlife. During the period of Greek domination over Egypt, the god Anubis was associated with Hermes. Hermes in Greek mythology
Hermes.
was also the deity who led souls to the underworld.
Oh yeah.
This association gave rise
If y'all
to
know
what
about Greek
we call
mythology, like what they just said, just to point out, yeah, like Hermes, like he's also the god of like speed. So like, yeah, sometimes when a mortal dies, like Hermes will like take their soul and like send it to Chiron. But yeah, similar to that, like, also like in Norse mythology, like Heimdall, like he's the messenger of the gods. So like, since the Greek messenger of the gods is Hermes, Norse messenger of the gods is Heimdall, and the Egyptian messenger of the gods is Anubis. So yeah, makes sense.
Hermanubis, who became popular during the period of Roman rule. Anubis is one of the most popular deities in Egyptian mythology. He is the god responsible for leading souls to the afterlife.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, Lucky. Hey, what are you doing behind the dragon and the dinosaur? Hey. Lucky. You being a bad cat? Hey. You being a little Egyptian little cat? You being beastie? Or you being like Tai-Lung? Hey, Lucky. Piss and Moods. You trying to be great jumper? Oh my God, stop.
Isis is the most important goddess in Egyptian mythology. She personified the faithful wife and loving mother. The goddess
Bad.
was the daughter of Geb and Nut, being married to Osiris. Her cult spread beyond Egypt, coming to have a strong influence in the Greco-Roman world. Because she was recognized as a faithful wife, she was sometimes identified with the goddess Hera in Greece and Juno in Rome.
Smash.
The goddess mastered magic and was able to deceive the god Ra, extracting from the solar god the secrets about the laws that govern life and death. According to some traditions, she was the most powerful among the goddesses. After the murder of her husband committed by Seth, Isis wandered Egypt in search of Osiris's body. According to some traditions, the goddess gave rise to the Nile floods from the tears shed by losing her husband. After finding Osiris's body, she resurrected him and united with him, giving birth to the god Horus. Osiris left to reign in the underworld, and after being left without her husband, the goddess decided to devote herself to protecting her son Horus. Using magic, Isis was responsible for rebuilding Horus's eye, which was lost during a battle against Set. The
Jeez.
Egyptian goddess was the protector of the dead, and with her blessings, she restored the souls of the departed to the underworld. Several temples were erected in honor of the goddess throughout Egypt, where she was venerated. Cleopatra, the queen of Egypt, taking advantage of the goddess's reputation,
Cleopatra.
proclaimed herself the new Isis. But as it turned out, the goddess Isis was not very cooperative with Cleopatra. Cleopatra lost not only her throne, but also
Oh,
ended
yeah,
the
so
political
basically- oh my
factions'
gosh.
rule over Egypt.
So basically, from a love story, she basically killed herself with a snake. So basically, she had a snake to like bit her, and I don't know. I know that when Cleopatra, her death was like she took her own life from a snake. Like she basically had like a poisonous snake to bite her, and that's how she died. Basically,
Despite the decline of the cult of the Egyptian gods, the goddess Isis continues to be a source of inspiration and admiration for all lovers of mythology.
yeah. And for stars, yeah, you know, I'm not lying about the part about Cleopatra, but for stars, Cleopatra was a real world person. For stars. Well, this beat's kind of fire. Yeah, it's over. Shut. Ouch. All right, so yeah.
Set was one of the most famous gods in Egyptian mythology.
Yeah, he's the
He
bad
was the
guy.
son of the gods Geb and Nut, the sky and the earth, and the brother of Osiris, Isis, and Nephthys. Like most Egyptian gods, Set was represented as a man with an animal head. But to this day, it is debated which animal this was. Some say he was a hybrid beast, a mixture of pig and donkey, or an
What the
aardvark,
fuck? I don't
an
know.
animal similar to an anteater.
Kind of looks like a
There is no
jackal, kind of.
consensus. The
Similar
god
to Anubis.
personified violence and destruction, and was also considered a trickster. Set was the lord of the deserts and infertile lands, while his brother Osiris was worshipped as the god of fertility. The god Set was married to Nephthys, and, according to some traditions, because Set was the god of infertility, he would have had no descendants. Set was very jealous of his brother and devised a plan to take his throne away from him. The god of destruction murdered his brother and stole his throne. But Osiris had had a descendant named Horus, the falcon god. The latter
He was
sought
a
to
god of
avenge
war.
his father's death and take the throne from the usurper. The clash between Horus and Set is one of the most famous stories in Egyptian mythology. For a long time, the gods fought among themselves, but Horus emerged victorious. The gods recognized the vast power of Set, which was not to be wasted. Therefore, Set was to sail together with Ra, the sun god, and protect him from the terrible serpent Apophis. When Apophis appeared to attack Ra's boat, Set was poised to defend the world from the eternal night. According to some scholars, Set was considered one of the main gods of Upper Egypt at the early formation of the Egyptian civilization, as opposed to Horus, worshipped in Lower Egypt. But After the unification of Egypt, Set, associated with the northern Semitic invaders, lost much of his prestige. The victory of Horus's followers over the Hyksos who worshipped Set symbolized the victory of the forces that represent order against the agents of chaos and destruction. Set was considered responsible for the destruction of crops, hunger and thirst, scorching heat, and great droughts. The day that represented the birth of Set was seen as a day of bad luck, where new projects and ventures were to be avoided. Although defeated and rejected, the great power and influence of Set within the ancient Egyptian religion is undeniable.
Yeah. The fuck? Didn't we already watch a video about this? So yeah. Oh yeah, this one's about thought. Oh my god. This one, okay, the next video we're watching is about thought. Dude, thought. He could be the reason why my live stream got copyrighted. The one about the Emerald Towers of Thought.
Thoth is the god of wisdom in Egyptian mythology. The god is represented as an anthropomorphic figure, with the head of Ibis, a bird of the pelican family. However, he was also represented as a baboon, another animal consecrated to the god.
How?
Thoth is the son of the goddess Hathor. She, disguised as the goddess Isis, had sexual relations with Osiris. From this union,
That could
Thoth
be
was
me.
born. But other versions say that he is the son of Set. Thoth was attributed with the invention of writing. It was he who taught the Egyptians to make the most diverse records with hieroglyphics. The god was also responsible for writing laws and teaching mortals the science of accounting. Thoth is the god protector of scribes. Thoth was so revered in Egypt that he was considered the god of wisdom, astronomy, magic, and medicine, among other sciences of which he is the patron. The god Thoth was considered a kind, just, and conciliatory figure.
Bullshit.
But he was also implacable.
Bro, if that's
before the
so,
enemies of
think
truth.
about what my live stream about the Emerald Towers of Thought. How come my live stream was copyrighted then? He should know that when he wrote the Emerald Towers of Thought, if they were true, how come I got copyrighted then, huh?
The god had as a partner Maat, goddess of justice and truth.
Maat.
From this relationship was born Seshat, a daughter who was also goddess of wisdom. In other versions, Seshat is Thoth's wife. Often,
What?
Thoth was represented with a disc on his head. This disc represents the moon, making him a moon god. The ancient Egyptians used the cycles of the moon to measure time. Therefore, the god is linked to time, and he was responsible for the creation of the Egyptian calendars. The main city to worship the god of wisdom was Khemenu, also known as Hermopolis during the Greek domination in Egypt. This city had the largest and best library in ancient Egypt. The millennial Egyptian god of wisdom continues to illuminate the path of those who seek knowledge and search for truth.
Gee, Lucky, hey, what are you doing? Hey, wait, what the hell? What, you want attention? Hey. The hell? Bro, he just opened up my curtain. Ah. Dude, he just opened up my curtain, dude.
Hathor is the god.
Ugh. God of my Ugh. This one.
Apophis, also known as Apep, is a giant serpent in Egyptian mythology. This massive serpent is an agent of
Jeez,
chaos
Lucky!
and enemy of Ra.
Have my fucking permission to open my door first, you know? I like my door to be knocked, at least. Where'd you go? Hey. And you too, Max. Keep that hell mouth up. Motherfucking dog. Yeah, same with you, Violet. Yeah, I see you. Motherfucking dog. Jeez. I'm trying to fucking do my live stream. Already losing views, motherfucker.
The solar deity. The serpent embodies evil and chaos. Apophis lived in the Duat, the Egyptian underworld, a place where he hid to try to ambush the solar god.
Dude, why is my live stream like fucking...
The giant serpent was capable of causing earthquakes while moving in the depths.
Hang on, why is my live stream frozen
The
now?
underworld. He was always attacked by Apophis. Apep's biggest wish was to destroy Ra's solar boat and throw the world into darkness.
Dude, I don't know why my live stream is frozen. Hang on.
Swallow Ra's boat.
Oh my gosh, dude. Why this live stream now? Okay, guys.
Apophis.
Shut up! I don't know, guys. So, I'm sorry. I don't know why my live stream is frozen for no reason, for some reason. I can go end it here, but yeah. If y'all don't understand what I mean, then rewatch the live stream when I post it. And YouTube, do not copyright this, alright? So stop copyrighting me when I'm not trying to be copyrighted, alright? So stop.